Hey everyone, how's it going out there?
Hola, folks.
Okay, it's acting up. I'm gonna have to get rid of the green screen. Dang it.
Don't mind us, folks. We're dealing with major technical issues at this end.
Yeah. Uh, I mean, it's so bad what YouTube is doing out there right now with all the problems. I mean, it's just can't find. Yeah, I had my channel open on the other computer, and it wouldn't even show the live stream in waiting yet. It wouldn't show up there until I started it here, and then it would show it. So yeah, it's YouTube's being wankers. Okay, let's see who's all here. Let's scroll back up to the top and do a roll call. Hey, there's the Wide family. Lori Jean, Bedtime with Charles, and Adams Eden Farm. Hey, how's it going? And Teresa and Lee at Stringfield Ridge Farm. Michael 28, Julie Heaven's Essentials, Lori, Kathy at North Star Prep Center. Wow, it has been an interesting day.
Got Howie and Fishes and Loaves as well.
Hey, Howie. The Scan family. Hey, good. All right, guys. All right. So even though tonight's topic has implications for what's going on the banner down below that, we're not going to talk about that. This was originally designed for talking about dealing with cabin fever at wintertime. And it got pushed back and it got pushed back and it got pushed back. And so now with everything going on, it's the perfect opportunity to do it. And that's, what we're going to be dealing with here. So let me go and put this on this one here. So we're going to be talking about your mental health, dealing with cabin fever, sheltering in place.
Hey, D-boy.
Whatever you want to call it, locking down, being locked up, being isolated, whatever you want to call it, we are going to be talking about that.
Just
and
with we're not sitting in the Gray Barn Motel having to do this.
Yeah. So I have some ideas for you guys here. Just a quick little thing here. Then we're gonna get into it. Maybe it's gonna be more of an open chat type thing. Hey, but guys. Who has a closet that looks like this? Actually, I got a couple closets that look like that. I got one of the cargo containers that several big, huge totes full of boxes, and I still have a closet in Martinez that looks like that.
I only see about 8 games I've actually played in there.
Well, let's see. All right, which ones have I actually played? Top Shelf, Trivial Pursuit, Battleship, Lord of the Rings, Candyland. I'm not sure what a couple of these others are here. Next one, I did Scrabble, Sorry. Scrabble again, Backgammon, Monopoly, Clue, Gestures, Hug-a-Mugger, Categories, Sorry. I can't make out those other ones over the other ones over here. And then not sure what that one is. And then we got Yahtzee, Uno, and some others down on the bottom one. So I've played a good majority of those.
Hey, Howie, you're the exception to the rule, my friend.
Yeah. Here we go. Mastermind. Oh, yeah. Okay. There's a lot of these up here. Monopoly, Risk, my favorite. Life, Candyland, Scrabble, Monopoly. They like Monopoly here. They got several different Monopoly versions here. I actually have our family's old Monopoly that's older than I am. Gestures, Sequence, I've played Balderdash. I got that one too. And then the Trivial Pursuit again, Categories. Yeah. So there's a lot of different ones in here. Who's remember playing Operation? Lori, I will get the card games in just a second. Don't go away. I got some ones that just knock your socks off.
She said she's not staying the whole thing, but
well, give me a couple seconds here.
Will.
And, huh?
Will.
Will. Hey, Will. And then we got those board games there, chess. There's Clue, Dominoes. Another shot of Pictionary, some of the other ones in there. Card games. There's a whole bunch of them. I couldn't find a lot of the ones we have, but pictures of them. There's that one. Flux. We got several of the Flux games. Lori, you would love Flux. My favorite is the Monty Python Flux, followed by Pirate. And my one son has Zombie Flux. We play that occasionally. They got them for all different things. They got the Marvel Flux versions, which are hilarious. I understand. Pirate Flux, Zombie Flux. That's the one my oldest son has.
Lori, what the flux?
Flux is absolutely funny, hilarious, and you play rules up, and it has a goal in here, what you want to get. Well, if someone changes the goal in the middle of it, what you're working for is now not what you're working for anymore. And they have new rules like double agendas, so there can be two goals, and either one will win, or both of them have to win. But it's an interesting game. And then there's my favorite of all time now, Munchkin. Kill the monsters, steal the treasure, stab your buddy in the back. They took the in your back off of it, but yeah. And of course, those of you can't read it, the chainsaw here says "Orc be gone." Steve Jackson makes some amazing games. I've been playing his stuff since before I was married. And then, of course, Munchkin has expansion packs. And if you just look at the name of these expansion packs, you'll see how deranged this game is. It's basically it's Dungeons and Dragons in the Twilight Zone type thing. Unnatural acts, clerical errors, the need for steed, deranged, demented dungeons. And we got more cards, and there's 8, 9, 10. So there's some more out there as well. I guarantee you play this, you won't, you can play this for days on end, and it's never the same game twice.
No, see, I was good at Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
I still have a level 34 Immortal Death Knight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wound up with a I can't remember what it was, what level it was, but it was a steel dragon that loved to pretend it was a bard. So I go join a group, show my character to the dungeon master, say, this is what I'm playing, but this is what they think it is. And he go, okay, I can deal with that. Yeah. And just to show you what, I tell you, I love this game, but look at it. Different things, magic missile, horde, knee pads of allure. No player with a higher level than yours can refuse your help against the monster, even ask for a reward. Yeah. Got all sorts of things. You got monsters, you got the monsters, wizards, class, races, curses, all sorts of fun stuff. Let's see what else we got coming after this. Oh, and then we have the Doom and Bloom board game.
Yay! Oh.
From Doc Jones and
who?
Dr. Bones and Nurse Amy.
I'm gonna tell him you said that.
Hey, his first initial is J. I just switched the B and the J around from Bones to Jones. Yeah. So, and then
Brass.
Yeah. So that's their game. You can order on their website. Deals with all sorts of events and stuff. And that's what I have here for tonight. So, guys, out there in the side chat,
Your turn.
No, it's not knee pads of doom. It's knee pads of allure. In other words, it makes you anybody unable to resist you.
You are now irresistible.
Yeah. So,
Tibor, he's not talking the 5-leafed variety.
which one? I read plant books too.
Yeah. Howie said he reads plant books when he's shut in.
That
was a ways back.
I saw Howie said that. All right. Lori's fallen off her chair laughing. Then I succeeded with one person getting them happy and laughing with some of the games here. Oh, and Lori, you're going to love this one. Anybody else? On Munchkin, one of the rules is whoever argues the loudest wins. That's written in there, one of the rules.
Well, I don't have to try very hard to practice that one.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
somebody hurt their thumb. I hope it's not bad.
They sliced it and diced it.
Ow! 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 Ow!
I don't know if they were trying to practice for Fruit Ninja or what, but it didn't work out very well.
Okay, I get it now, Tibor. 5-leaf is medical.
Sure it is. About like as much as I am an actual medical physician. Sorry, I have a very distinct distaste.
Dungeons and Dragons was originally made right where I live, Lake Geneva. Yeah.
I know, Lori. I know.
Yeah. Well, there's some other card. I forgot to bring the other card games. There's other card games out there. There's Magic, and then the Gathering, and then there's the other one which I have, which is based on Dungeons and Dragons.
The second biggest game right now, card game, is actual virtual one, and it is Hearthstone, which I play.
I cut it on Dexter's bread knife. Oh.
Yeah, it sends shivers down your spine, don't it?
Yeah, it's like, ow.
Hey, Howie, could you send him down here to visit us down this way for a little bit, bring his bag of herbs? Mama Z, hello. Okay, what is it with y'all? I mean, lately, y'all been stabbing thyself in the thumbs.
Do I gotta take your knives away?
I mean, I didn't notice if Julie's. Yeah, Julie's in here somewhere hiding.
Yeah.
So y'all need to learn how to use her magic butter knife. So y'all can't stab your fingers. You'll lop it off, and you never have to worry about them again.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I'm sorry, but that what you just said there reminded me of the John Wayne movie, True Grit. The one scene in the little thing that when the guys are getting information to one guy, and the other guy goes, yeah, out of my.
See, I finally figured out where Julie got the idea to use a machete. She watched Crocodile Dundee one too many times.
Oh,
knife. That ain't no knife. This is a knife.
Yeah, well, I got that knife here propping up the front of my other computer. Lori remembers that scene. Okay. And it just came up free on Amazon Prime. So I was watching True Grit again a couple days ago. All righty. So, all right, Heaven Essential says that's one of her favorite movies. So there we have something else to do. Watch movies. Do not do what was it? North Country Off Grid, or I think I just lost Jeremy and Angela's channel up there. Oh, geez, they're gonna beat me up on this one up in North Idaho up here. But one of them was they mentioned that they saw on their Netflix, and it gives a recommendation of what the most trending movie is. Of course, the most trending movie was that night happened to be the one with Dustin Hoffman in it, Outbreak, I think it is. And so I suggested after they get done watching Outbreak, they watch Contagion. He called me an evil man.
Oh,
but
wondered that.
But hey, there are a bunch of movies out there you guys can watch too. And if you're like us, you probably have enough movies to watch continually for the next 3 months.
Yeah, we don't have a DVD player in here, and I'm not hooking my computer up to my big TV via HDMI to watch movies. Nope. But also don't do what I do and do 10 million hours worth of research in like 5 hours.
Yes, Mimsy, that's it. Living the dream homestead. Yes, thank you, Mimsy. Oh, I knew it begins with an L. Begins with an L. What is it? What is it? I knew it began with an L. I just couldn't remember it. But yeah. So there are a lot of things you guys can do. Oh, Masterpiece Theater. All right, Real Life with Michelle. Cool. Right now, Abbey, the British one, Downton Abbey. My daughter has all my wife's Downton Abbey collection downstairs. So, the supply drop at the beginning of Outbreak.
I'm gonna have to go watch that one because I don't remember it.
Yeah, I tried to bring it up on Amazon, and it's not free this month. I wonder why.
It's a trending video. We must charge them for it. Just don't tell them.
Because it's #1 on Netflix, so it's not free on Amazon.
Just look for your local black market version here on YouTube.
All right, they want an update on Charles.
Oh my gosh, really? Again? I'm kidding. He's doing better. No fever today. He's not coughing. He's breathing fine. For the most part, he's okay.
So it may not have been the.
Well, I called the nurse and they said keep an eye on him for the next 2 doggone weeks. Of course, we already know that anyway. So,
yeah.
But she said even if he is fine, he may be now asymptomatic. Which I told her, I said, no kidding. I said, go check out my YouTube channel and you'll see I know a lot more about this than you think. She didn't like my comment. She said, well, how do you know so much? She said, I don't listen to mainstream media, first of all. 2, I do my damn research. And I hung up the phone on her. Excuse me for swearing.
It's the broom. It's the boom at the beginning of the movie. Okay. Well, all right. So let's run with that. Everybody, what is your favorite? Let's give people multiple ones. What is your favorite romance one? Yeah. Sorry, Dave. Hey, I have to go there. What is your favorite romance movie? Let me grab something back here.
You keep this up, and I'm gonna have to go grab my BB pistol.
You don't want to shoot your own monitor.
Oh, don't worry, I won't. I ain't gonna shoot the monitor. I'll just aim it at the camera. It's empty, unloaded, and there's nothing in it, so I ain't got to worry about breaking my camera either.
Yeah. I was pulling something out back here that I thought I had. And, yeah.
Wait a minute.
All right, Pride and Prejudice. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Gunslinger. Hey, okay. A real man can watch a romance.
I'll give you.
It may have action adventure in it, but it can be a romance.
I'll give you a romance novel. The Art of War by Sun Tzu.
Funny. My favorite part of the romance novel is the end. Romance movie's the end. What Mama Z say? Men in Black. That's a bromance. Unless you're looking at Men in Black 2, which has the romance in the middle of it there. with the Kay's daughter and Jay. Top Gun. Well, there's a little bit of romance in Top Gun. Yeah. See, guys, there can be some romance in action adventure movies. Actually, one of the ones, recent one that I liked was the, and my wife actually liked it too, was Passengers. The one about the starship, what had the malfunction, and he wakes up, and then he wakes her up, and there,
Stringfield, my ex-girlfriend was the same way. Put on a movie, she was out. So if I wanted her to shut up, I just put a movie on. Oh, did I say that out
loud? Okay. Now, what is your favorite Western? What is your favorite Western? True Lies is a good one there, Gunslinger.
Fistful of Dollars.
So we got Fistful of Dollars. All right, so Young Guns, The Searchers. Oh, John Wayne's The Searchers. Very good.
True Grit.
True Grit.
You slow.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm slow.
Guys, we gotta bump him up, get him over that 1,000 mark so we can get monetized, so we can increase his computer's capacity to read faster.
McClintock. Hey, McClintock is good. It's free right now on Amazon.
310.
Magnificent Seven. I got that hard. Oh, Wyatt Earp. No, well, I got Tombstone.
Yep, that's been mentioned. Big Jake.
Josie Wales, another good one.
Wait a minute. Are y'all going to Google and typing in Western and just reading off what y'all reading?
Big Jake, another good John Wayne one.
Mm-hmm.
I want to bring up the image of this one here. Okay, here we go. Yeah, okay. My favorite Western, actually my two favorite Westerns both have Henry Fonda in it. One is a good guy, one is a bad guy. The one, my favorite one is him as a good guy. And that's this one here. My Name is Nobody, with Henry Fonda and Terrence Hill.
Lonesome Dove is a girl flick.
Yeah.
Mr. Cogburn.
What was that?
One was mentioned, Rooster Cogburn.
Yep, I see it. Lonesome Dove.
Hey, Mimsy, there are a lot of good Westerns. Don't get me wrong. My mom's ex-boyfriend, Bob, used to watch Westerns incessantly. So I learned a lot when I was in my late teens.
Yeah. But, let me see here and pull this down here. In this movie, just one of the reasons why it's my favorite movie is this scene down here. This is the bar fight slap scene, which is absolutely hilarious. But the other one where Henry Fonda plays the bad guy is a Sergio Leone movie. Good, Bad, and Ugly, Fistful of Dollars. A few dollars more. It's called Once Upon a Time in the West, and it had a slew of big stars in it.
A Man Named Horse sounds vaguely familiar.
Man Named Horse, Charlton Heston. I believe that's the one where they wind up hanging him up and dug the hooks through his chest muscles and had him hanging up there. Very intense movie.
Hidalgo. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yes, it's Hidalgo counts. El Dorado, Rio Bravo. Almost the same movie, but yeah, it's like John Ford was saying, all right, we'll do this, and this, and we'll make a new movie.
Yeah, that's all they do nowadays. They take old movies. Let's change the actors. We'll change some of the scenes, but it's the same movie.
Yep. Oh, Richard Harrison. Sorry, Richard Harrison. That's right, Richard Harrison.
Hey, Jay.
That was close.
Hey, our comic relief is back.
Oh, yeah, he's coming up with good information though. All right, now, what is your favorite action adventure movie?
Too Fast, Too Furious, or anything to Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious ones.
That's action.
All right. All right. All right. Does that include Hobbs and Shaw
I
offshoot?
haven't watched that one yet.
Good. It's a good one. Of course, if you're into Fast and Furious, you're probably into this one too.
I watched Triple X.
Yep.
And no, I'm not talking that nasty rated stuff. Good grief.
What's it? Day after tomorrow, Manhunt, Fast and Furious, Tokyo Drift, anything Marvel, Star Wars, Uncommon. Oh, I was going to go sci-fi for Star Wars, guys. Born Identity.
I like the series. It was pretty deep.
Transporters were good. Yes. Another one with Jason Statham. Probably one of the ones, the action adventure movies that I laughed the most at, guys. I look because there's also a comedy, especially number 2. Number 2, they packed with so many innuendos and I forget what's called, references to people's other movies with Chuck Norris and Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'll be back. No, you've been back enough. I'll be back. And yeah. Anything with that man in it.
If you don't know who she's talking about, just pass on.
I'm trying to. Was that Val Kilmer?
I do believe she was referring to Jason Statham.
Oh, Jason Statham.
At that point, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Jackie Chan. Yes. One of my favorite Jackie Chan movies was one called.
Oh gosh, here we go.
Rumble in the Bronx.
Why did you bring that up? Do you realize you just derailed the entire night conversation?
Hey, I'm keeping it off the banner.
That means.
Oh, Prince of Persia. That was a good one. Yes, I love that one.
Everybody's going to go looking to see what they wrote. Fifth Element? Yeah, I wouldn't really call that action too much.
Fifth Element, yeah.
It was okay. Don't get me wrong. But
Charles Bronson, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's what I loved about Once Upon a Time in the West was Charles Bronson's character, Harmonica.
I liked him in the Mechanic series.
Yep. And the Death Wish.
Some of the original Chinese martial arts and Japanese martial arts movies. Watching those is where I got into my desire to learn more about feudal Japan.
Yeah. Since we're going that way now, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Never watched it.
It was good. It was very good. But I loved Bruce Lee's movies because there was no wires in it.
Nope.
No wires in Bruce Lee movies. If it was on the screen, he did it, or the other guy did it. Kung Fu Hustle. That is hilarious. Yes, I love Kung Fu Hustle.
Remember the one with Kurt Russell in it?
Big Trouble in Little Chinatown.
Yep. That was comedy.
That was comedy. That was funny. But then, bring up Kurt Russell. Hey, his other 2 movies was Snake Plissken.
Mm-hmm.
Last Samurai, Tom Cruise. Yes, another very good one. The newest Predator was pretty funny. Okay, I guess I'll have to go check that one out. I like the original Predator with the one wrestler guy with the weed whacker. At least that's what I call it. And, the minigun just takes all the leaves off the trees and branches and everything else. Sort of Doom. Oh, Forbidden Kingdom was a pretty good one too, with Jet Li and Jackie Chan.
Now, Kathy, which Italian Job are you referring to? The remake or the original?
True.
Slightly different. I mean, it's the same storyline, but
yeah,
there's enough difference in it to make it a discussion in and of itself.
I like the original one. It was really good. Red 1, Red 2. Oh yeah, very good.
Top Gun. We're going vertical.
Hey. Right now, that's my keyword for something else. All right.
Hey, I just quoted the movie. That's it.
Oh. Besides Jet Li, Chow Yun-fat, Bulletproof Monk.
Another guy that's really good that a lot of people don't think of is Bolo.
Yeah, Bolo was real. I mean, he was a good supporting actor as a villain, and he did a couple as a hero too.
Yeah, and that guy is exceptionally fast for his size.
Yeah. And who was the other guy that wound up doing a TV series, Martial Law? I can't remember his name, but you look at him, looks extremely overweight, but he can still do flips and everything.
Oh, you're talking Steven Seagal?
No. Oh. Oriental guy. Yeah.
Okay, Kathy. You're talking the remake. There's another guy. It's a TV series though on martial arts. It was Lee Van Cleef.
Yes.
That played the main character. He was teaching his student. That was pretty decent for a TV series.
Yeah. Okay, this is the Martial Law. I can't remember the character's name, the main one here. Let me blow him up here. Actually, this might have it over here. On this one here. Sammo Hung. Yeah. But the Lee Van Cleef.
And I can't remember what the name of it was.
Master, I think it was.
Possible. It's been so long since I've watched it.
Yes, the Master.
Yep, that's it. Because they actually used multiple black belt, multiple generation black belt people to help with action in that.
Yeah. Day After Tomorrow. Yeah, that was mentioned earlier. Yeah. Chow Yun-fat. Yeah. Guys, Chow Yun-fat. Believe it or not, if you look at some of his movies, his list of movies, he did some singing comicals too, Chinese singing comicals, and did some almost soap opera type ones for like on Office One type thing. Really funny. And Steven Seagal's up there with so you got
you have our compadres over here with a very sick mind.
The white man. Steven Seagal was a hottie back in the day.
Yeah, that's what I'm referring to.
Under Siege.
Now,
Under Siege, Dark Territory.
The guy my mom actually liked was bald and played in the original Ten Commandments. Name that character.
He also played The King and I. He also played Chris in Magnificent Seven. Mm-hmm. And he played the robot in Westworld.
Mm-hmm. That was the only guy my mom ever actually liked that was on movies and stuff.
Yeah.
My mom said, with the rest of them. Urgent notice from the Department of Homeland Security. You have been reactivated to resume your duties as executive.
My daughter just said downstairs, she's texting me, she has a weird stomach flu symptoms, keeps hitting her in waves. Okay.
Tell her to take her temp.
Well, no, it's just, she's pregnant. She's 8 months and 3 weeks. Mm-hmm. So it's the nausea stuff. Back up Under Siege. The bad guy in Under Siege, who was it?
Never watched it. Yeah, I did. Because it was Steven Seagal movie.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Side Chat. You're supposed to
Come
help
on.
me.
Who was the bad guy in Under Siege? Give it a couple more seconds, then I'll start throwing out hints. Okay, he was Tommy Lee Jones. Yeah. The first movie I saw Tommy Lee Jones in was Black Moon Rising, about the car that was designed by a NASA engineer. And then, of course, everybody knows Tommy Lee Jones as Agent K.
Car movie, Christine.
Oh, get into the horror movies. Jason, Freddy, Leatherface. No.
You remember the TV series Stealth? About the car and guy from another planet?
Mm-mm. But I remember a movie.
It was a dart that was used to start with. Or not a dart. Yeah, it was a Dodge Dart. That's why very front of it, you see the Chrysler emblem in the front of it.
Yeah.
They tried not to show it, but not hide it at the same time.
Okay, here we got some good stuff going there. Kathy says she liked him in The Fugitive. Yes, U.S. Marshals. And then Jay comes up with a good one. The movie Battleship, where they woke up the Mighty Mo.
Sorry, Kathy, I have to bring one up. Prince of Darkness. I still have terrible memories of the night. I took one, my girlfriend and her friend, and I had them sitting on opposite sides of me because I didn't want them talking through the whole movie. And I had claw marks, one from each hand in my legs. It took a week to heal. I'm sitting there giggling through most of it because it did scare me a bit.
All right.
I elbowed them, and they woke up and went, never do that again.
This is like one that I'm trying to remember. It had a very young, not Emilio Estevez, the other one, Charlie Sheen in it, and had the car, and he came back and was brought back to life, and I can't remember the name of that movie. I just watched it about 2 months ago on Amazon. Well, I gotta. Can you run with this for a minute? I gotta go down and help her with the kids.
I'm running. Running away. Okay, keep going, guys. Didn't have to. They were more than happy to explain what happened. And they gave me full blame for it. Instead of I'd let them sleep, it wouldn't have happened. That I deserved it. Wraith, that's it. Wraith, that was the movie. I couldn't remember it. But they used it was a Dodge. Was it? No, maybe it was a Dodge Stealth. Maybe that's why I got the name. It was a Dodge Stealth. Let's see. Night Rider is as dark as you go. That's not very dark. I don't go dark. I don't know that thing, but my sound can't be bad. My microphone's right here. I was talking quietly. But there, is that better? Can you hear me now? I can speak up a little bit if I have to. Yeah, I stay away from. If it's breaking up, then it's the connection with YouTube. Because I'm not here to break up in these. But I am seeing buffering on both my other items. All right, heavens. And if y'all haven't checked lately, there is a person in amongst our midst that actually sells soap. So go check her out. I'm not hearing nothing at my end. Because I've got this feeding through a microphone and I get feedback so I can hear what's being pushed out. So if there is anything out there, it's on YouTube's end. But again, go check out the soap. Heaven's Essentials. Hit her up. Show her some support. End of commercial. Breaking up like a Radio Shack CD. That's bad. I bought one once and threw it out the window doing 60 miles an hour down the highway. Favorite musical? There's only one that I recommend. That's The Sound of Music. Come on, people. Yes, musicals. I'll look at the other screens that faster. Mine's plugged in all the way. Like I said, I can hear everything that's going out through my end. The only reason I remember Sound of Music is because I watched that as a kid, and the whole Do Re Mi song. Because then, right after it came out on TV, the next week we had to do it in music class. That's why I remember it. Yeah, if you're seeing me talk and it takes a half a second or two for the words to get out, then it's definitely on YouTube's end. Yeah, Mary Poppins is a musical. Yes, it is. West Side Story, My Fair Lady, Oklahoma. Oklahoma, wasn't that a Western musical? Okay, here, let's test y'all's knowledge. It is a comedy. It has a white actor and a black actor as main characters. It is semi-set in Western. Name that movie. I'll give you all a moment or two to think about it. No, not Willy Wonka. It's not set in Western, sort of. Tibor got it. Everybody's favorite comedy Western, sort of. Yeah, there was a musical part at the end of it. That's the only reason I even thought about bringing that up. Willy Wonka was okay for a kids show. I didn't really care for the remake with Fuzzy Head in it. The original was more my style. But of course, that was back when I was a kid. Gunslinger was okay. Yeah, it's a little too weird for my taste. Because I actually remember when it came out, the original, very first time it ever came out, we were on some kind of break at school, so we were allowed to stay up that night to watch it. And one of the candy bar manufacturers actually was putting a golden wrapper in some of their candy bars. The inside it was golden, the outside was silver, of course, but they were actually doing that in cooperation with the movie. I don't remember which candy bar company it was back then. It's been way too many years. My brain's got way too much useless information as it is in it. Aw, the boat ride's fun. You're supposed to sit there and hold hands with your friends and come on the other side, being all happy and lucky and whatever. Oh, you realize, Wide Family, I did that. a very, very interesting direction. The Rocky Horror Picture Show. That's got pop humor in it.
Oh no, I'm sorry. You can't. Like when my wife and I got married, there was a big thing going around in one of the theaters. They were showing it on Friday and Saturday nights, and the place was always packed, and people were coming in costume and going down in front of the screen and doing everything. Yeah.
Yep, let's do the time warp. East End Olive. Canning meals in a jar. Entertainment. Oh, they're blaming my horrible sound on you. You did something at your end to mess things up.
Sound is better now. It was Gil. No, mine was muted when I was gone.
Well, that may have caused issues. I don't know. But apparently they don't like my sound anymore. So I'm just going to shut up now.
All right, so guys, just so you know, all three boys have been changed, clean pull-ups or diapers on. They're all in bed, which made me think of something else. Kids movies.
3 Men and a Baby.
3 Men and a Baby. Right now, the favorite downstairs is Cars, Planes, and then Arthur on Netflix. Then Arthur's TV, cartoon series. Monsters Inc., Frozen.
My son thankfully likes VeggieTales.
Lady and a Tramp.
8
Heads in a Duffel Bag is not a kid's movie. Babes in Toyland, Old Yeller. Okay, going to some older ones.
Oh, he also likes the Crap Brothers.
Over the Hedge. The Nut Job 2. Open Season. Paddington Bear. Kung Fu Panda 1, 2, and 3. Bambi. Heaven's Essentials. Did you see the short clip? Bambi meets Godzilla, followed by Bambi's Revenge. You got to be able to find those on YouTube.
Sounds scary.
God say it.
No, that sounds like more like a horror movie.
That are like Monster Inc. had an idea in our house. Dragon Tales was off limits. Oh, speaking of dragons, How to Train Your Dragon.
Toofus.
1, 2, 3. Short, short, and short. Watch about 15 minutes of any kid's movie.
Yeah, he has to turn away because he gets all softy and starts crying halfway through. Hey, Tibor, how you doing? Put on National Lampoon. Oh, wait, that says graphic. I'm sorry, I had a dyslexic moment there.
Oh, if you're going to go for that, you might as well go for the original best one ever. Animal House. Boom, boom. Animal House. Oh, sorry.
No, the food fight will forever scar me. I mean, it's...
Yeah, sorry. I love that movie.
The original Fantasia. Disney's very first so-called first production movie or animated movie. What was it? 30-some minutes long or something like that? I don't remember. 1942 to me. I like the video game.
1940. 1940. And it was 2 hours and 6 minutes.
That's it. I knew it was long. I just couldn't remember because I watched it once in my life, and that was it. The dancing pink elephants.
And the hippopotamus and the crocodile doing the ballet.
That didn't bother me. It was some dancing pink elephants that scarred me for life.
Here I thought it would have been the brooms, the marching brooms. Oh, The Hobbit, the original animated version.
The one above it.
Blues Brothers 2000. The original Hobbit animated one. Oh geez, I just lost the guy that sang the thing for it. Great balladeer. I can't remember his name right now. Oh, 1941 with John Belushi. Funny movie.
I don't think I know that one.
It is absolutely funny. 1941 movie.
Toy Story's okay. Dumbo's okay. I just didn't like the fact that the way it was done.
1940.
Or elephant for his big ears, and then they try to turn him into a hero at the end, and poor guy's probably still scarred to this day.
Images. Yeah. 1941. Funny movie.
Another funny movie, military backdrop, Stripes.
Another military movie, not so funny, but had some funny in it. Very drama as well, starring Telly Savalas, Don Rickles, Donald Sutherland, and of course, everybody's favorite man with no name,
Donald Trump.
No. Oh. Good, Bad, and the Ugly.
Mr. Eastwood.
Yep. Kelly's Heroes. Jay got it. Kelly's Heroes. Great movie.
The Bridge from Iwo Jima. Or Bridge to Iwo Jima. I can't remember which.
There's what Bridge over the River Kwai.
Yep. That's part of that series.
Yep. Airplane. You start talking airplane, and then I come up with the Leslie Nielsen ones.
Police Squad? No, that wasn't it.
Yeah, it was close. That was part. She had O.J. Simpson in it too.
Police Academy.
Police Academy movies were good.
The Bridge at Tokori. Yep. Now, I have to caveat that a little bit there, Kathy. I'm sorry. My James Bond actors kind of...
The Naked Gun. That was it. Naked Gun. Naked Gun 33 1/3.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I like my actors that played in the James Bond movies. One was a lot better than all the rest, but he's not doing it anymore. So.
Oh, Bill and Ted, Excellent Adventure, Bogus Adventure, and then of course, I just lost his name. Went off to do a whole bunch of other ones.
Well, that may be true, Kathy. I'll give you that one. No, Tibor. Catch 22.
Keanu Reeves.
Rivers. Nice.
Keanu Reeves. Oh, Mrs. Doubtfire was good, and so was the other one. The one with Dustin Hoffman doing it.
Tootsie.
Tootsie, yes.
I was going to say Jumanji. The original Jumanji, not the remake that they've
or the third remake.
Yeah.
Okay.
Grief.
Point Break.
Yeah, it was all right.
What you do about nothing? Speed with Keanu Reeves and what's her name?
Oh, I had it right at the tip of my tongue, so I was going to say it until you said that, and now I can't.
And she also did the two ones as the FBI in the
Sandra Bullock.
Yeah, Sandra Bullock in the beauty pageant one.
She was also in a technical type one. It was an action adventure. I can't think of the name of it right now, but she was a computer hacker.
Yeah.
And then they hacked her. So she
That,
revenge.
Yeah. That reminds me of that one. Johnny Mnemonic.
Mnemonic.
Yeah.
That's it. The Net.
Oh! Did you ever see The Replacements? The football one with Gene Hackman and Keanu Reeves. That was I love. I'm sorry, guys. I love the dance scenes in that. The guys, everyone dancing into "I Will Survive."
Who was the Bionic Girl? Who are you referring to? Because, see, I used to watch that one. I used to have a poster of her when I was a kid.
Bionic Girl TV show. That looks like Sandra Bullock.
I guess I've never seen that one.
Yeah. I think it was a short spin-off from The Bionic Woman. I'm not sure. It was a TV show.
That's why I've never seen it.
Yes. The Bionic one was it was a spin-off from The Bionic Woman. Years later, but Well,
I guess if you're $6 million worth of body parts, I guess you live forever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good. Gunslinger liked The Replacements too. Good. I wasn't the only one out there that liked it. That had some hysterical things in it.
Yeah, I watched those when I was a kid. Damn, I'm dating myself.
Let's see. Nicolas Cage is one. Not The Sorcerer Apprentice, which also was a good one. Next, where he can see 5 minutes into the future, and the FBI is trying to get him to help stop an atomic bomb going off. And it turns out when he's with the one girl in there, he can suddenly see her anywhere in her future. National Treasure was good too. All right, Uncle Al, which time machine? There were several of them.
The original, I'm sure.
The original with shoot, forgot it begins at Hughes something or other.
Con Air was okay. Yes, that's our safety word here, Gunslinger. Red. It means stop. Yeah, the 1960s version.
Yeah.
Rod Taylor.
Oh, so actually, I had Rod Taylor, who was also in the. I think he was also in the TV show called Bearcats.
Mm-hmm. Now here's a genre that we haven't touched on yet. Late 60s to mid 70s, classic horror B movies.
Forbidden Planet.
Elvira.
The Blob. The H-Man. The
forget the TV series.
Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Hey, Tibor, I can't say that for the simple fact is, if you go back and look at the history on it, there is one person on that boat that got off the boat that shouldn't have got off the boat. A guy dressed up as a girl woman to get off the boat, snuck under one of the life rafts. They left him on it because it looked like a girl in the dark. His last name is Dawson. Yeah, that is a relation to me.
Now, if he died, would you be here?
Yes.
Okay. I was the teenage Frankenstein.
That explains everything.
That explains what happened to Jay. Mama Z hates Con Air. I thought it was a decent one. But speaking of Frankenstein, Frankenstein.
The Bride Frankenstein.
That was a good movie.
Now, which Frankenstein is that? What year?
The movie's called I, Frankenstein.
That was the mid-60s one?
No, that's modern.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah.
Bela Lugosi, stuff like that.
Boris Karloff.
My mom stuff. Vincent
Abbott and Costello meet the invisible man. Abbott and Costello meet Dracula. Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein. Abbott and Costello meet the werewolf. Young Frankenstein. Wow, what knockers! I'm sorry, that is the most quoted line from that movie is, wow, what knockers. And then she goes, why, thank you. And he's looking at the big monster 3-foot rings on the door.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh, which, I'm sorry, which also brings up Blazing Saddles.
Mm-hmm. We already discussed that. You just were AFK.
I missed it for Blazing Saddles. Oh, man.
Yeah, see, I had him stumped for a whole couple seconds.
Did you then go from Blazing Saddles into oompa, oompa, oompity dee? If you are smart, you will listen to me.
No, I didn't.
Let's see who fires up that song, that movie.
We already actually discussed it, but we didn't go there because of that.
Okay. All right.
Everybody hates the new version. And
yes. Johnny Depp was not good.
Mr. Edward Scissorhands.
That was a little bit better. Here you go. This is I, Frankenstein.
There you go. Gunslinger finally hit the ball right out of the park.
Spaceballs. Former CEO Con Air pissed me off. I hate most prison movies. Then you don't like the backup or the escape plan with Sylvester Stallone, 1, 2, or 3.
How about Schindler's List?
A little dark for me.
It's still a classic movie that everybody should see at least once.
What did you do that for? That song will be in my mind the rest of the week. The Great Escape. Oh, yeah, another star-packed one.
Okay, I'm thinking of a movie. Let's see if anybody can remember it. There's these divers, and they borrow their boss's boat, go looking for a treasure, and they find it in the middle of the desert. Name that movie.
Area 50. No,
it ain't no Area 51.
Bermuda Triangle.
No, that's in the middle of the ocean.
Okay.
Kathy got it. Now, can you name the actors and actresses?
Count them up. Oh, Sahara. Okay.
Yes.
I like the one she said before that. Count Monte Cristo.
Escape from New York City. Had a brief mention earlier. Very brief.
Yeah. Followed by Escape from LA.
Yeah, Fishes and Loaves. It kind of broke mine too. That's why I think everybody should watch it at least once. Wide Family got it.
Oh, speaking of Matthew McConaughey, what movie was he in with the actor that did the Batman Begins? But it was a end of the world type movie. what was that? So I'm bringing it up here fast.
And while he's looking that one up, here's another move for you to think about. It is set in a prison in the future where people are put on TV. Name that show.
Jay got it. Ring of Fire. And what was yours again? Yours was
set in the future in a prison where people or contestants put on TV.
Well, there's two different ones I can think of. One was with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Nope.
The other one was
it was listed as somebody's hottie.
Somebody's hottie?
Mm-hmm. Somebody thought they were hot.
Because I was thinking of Death Race.
Bing. You got it.
Okay, Death Race. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there were like about 8 remakes of Death Race and different continuing versions of it.
I think there was only 4 that I remember. If there was more, I've never seen them.
Yeah. Who's the hottie?
Name the lead actor.
Well, the first Death Race I saw had Kung Fu star David Carradine. That was the first one I saw.
The more modern ones, I guess. It's Jason Statham.
Yeah. Jason Statham, yeah. Yeah, the original death. There were like 3 or 4 death races before Jason Statham stepped into it, and those were all back in the 70s and the early 80s.
Of course, David Carradine is a good actor.
Yeah,
and he is extremely well versed in martial arts.
Okay, the movie where David Carradine gets killed, big movie.
Kill Bill.
Kill Bill 2, yeah. The Kill Bill. Now, what is the fictional character in Kill Bill that is based upon a real life character from history?
Well, considering he mimics a Shaolin monk.
It's not him.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Ooh, Lone Wolf McQuade, another good movie. And Lone Wolf McQuade fostered the movie, the TV series Walker, Texas Ranger.
Oh, this chat is going a direction. I'm going to have to quit watching chat. So I just go click. Oh, it disappeared.
Your Irma Thurman's toes. Shoot, I just forgot what the question was I asked. They squirreled me.
That's why I had to turn the chat off. Oh, wait, I got it in 2 other places. Dang it. I must shield my eyes. My eyes cannot see such language.
So this is what people with mental problems do during live streams. Yeah, we watch movies. We had all the games up there, playing games, and board games, card games. We haven't gone to. Oh, here we go. All right, here we go.
Squirrel
How about? All right, here we go.
Squirrel moment.
Squirrel moment. Kathy just threw up a good thing. How about favorite movie series? Lord of the Ring, The Hobbit, Star Wars, Indiana Jones, The Oceans, Pirates of the Caribbean, Marvel Universe.
Hattori Hanzo.
Yes. Hattori Hanzo, yes. The guy who made the sword. And during that scene, that was the sound was the shepherd or whatever, the lonely shepherd was the song being played for that in the movie.
Narnia.
How about shooting squirrels? Is it legal? It depends where you live. Where I'm at, yes, you can shoot squirrels with a pelican in the city limits.
Hey.
Don't tread on me. Check it out, guys. You want one?
Yeah.
How much are they?
$200 gazillion.
$200 gazillion. That way he can move out of Ohio and move to a more state that's land of the free.
New Zealand, I'm buying out Bill Gates' bunker, and it's got enough room for all of us.
Oh, Jason Bourne movies. Yes.
Didn't we talk about that earlier?
That was brought up a little bit, just a quick blip, but Okay. What other character in the Marvel universe did a actor in the Jason Bourne movie play?
Oh, he played a evil person?
Nope.
Yes, he did. The guy I'm thinking of is in a Marvel movie. He's chubby. And in one of them, he actually got chained to the wall.
Not the character. He was the main actor in one of the Jason Bourne movies that didn't have Jason Bourne in it. There you go. Jay got it. Hawkeye.
Well,
Clint Barton.
That one.
Yeah. Oh, Outlander. Yes. Good. Okay, now I'm going to Jeremy Renner. Yeah. Yeah, that was the actor. Now I'm going to go take it a little bit, go with what Kathy started with the series, but I'm going to take it to a TV series that was remade.
18. Oh, wait.
I like the original, but I really love two of the actors, or actor and actress, in the remake, Battlestar Galactica.
Okay.
You have James Earl Amos and I just lost her name, that plays Starbuck. She was also in the TV series in place in Montana. She was a deputy sheriff. The Adama maneuver.
Why that sounds more something that should be on Penthouse than Netflix. I mean, that's just the way that sounds.
What's that?
She said Peaky Blinders. Sounds like something that should be on a Penthouse channel. Doesn't sound legit.
Mm-hmm.
But it might be. I just don't watch. Hey, Brandon.
Hey, Brandon. Okay, and looking for...
Never heard of it.
Which one?
She said it's about 1920s gangsters. Next gen. Oh, please let's not get on a Star Trek series. Who's better? Which ones? They each one have their merits.
Yeah.
The new Picard isn't that bad either.
And each had their oops. Yes, pitfalls. Katie Sackhoff, that's the other actress.
Buck Rogers.
In the 23rd and a half century. Sorry, that's Duck Rogers.
Yes. He's losing it, folks.
No, I wasn't. I was playing that one. Once Upon a Time in America. Mm-hmm.
Here's a TV series that has had movies made as well. It stars MacGyver as the lead character in a few of them, as well as a few years worth of TV shows. Name that series.
Run that by me again.
He started MacGyver, but this isn't his role. It has a couple movies with him as a lead character, as well as several years worth of TV shows. Name that series. All right, Kathy. Good night. Fishes and Loaves. Got it. Stargate.
Ah, okay.
And I will graciously admit I've watched every single Stargate and reiteration thereof, although the last one they tried coming out with really stunk. The first 2 episodes were okay, but then they really started running out of things to do and really just kind of throwing stuff at the wall to see if it'd stick without spitting on it first. Most of the time it hit the wall and fell off.
Well, I'm going someplace a little bit off the side here with TV shows. There was a TV show called Longmire that was on for a while. From where was it here? 12 to 2017. Which was was adapted from a series of novels by Craig Johnson.
Yes, Jay. Ben did a good job for the second iteration of this TV series and the one movie that he was in. I'm referring to the second, not Atlantis, but the third reboot of it. That one just kind of stunk.
There was a TV series on with I can't remember his name though. He played a U.S. Marshal, had to go back to his hometown and stuff. It was written by a very good novelist. They took it from it. Justified, the TV series Justified.
I just came up with a movie that stars Tommy Lee Jones as a person of official authority trying to catch somebody. Name that one.
Tommy Lee Jones, a movie?
As a person of authority.
Well, there's 2 of them I know. First one is the person he was chasing was Harrison Ford.
I think you got it.
And then the other one was there's The Fugitive, and the other one's called U.S. Marshals.
The Fugitive is one I was thinking of.
Yeah, that was the first one. Yeah, Timothy, I can't pronounce his last name. Oliphant?
Something like that. Elephant.
Yeah.
Elephant? No.
Elephant. I'm going to tell him you said that.
No Country for Old Men. That Man's Gone. The Ark of Truth. Speaking of arcs, name the lead 2 characters in a story that deals with an arc.
Well, that would be Harrison Ford as Indiana Jones. And I can't remember the chick's name. I'm sorry, the lady actress. Sorry.
You failed.
Well, that's the story of an arc.
No, that's the right movie, but you failed with the names. So anybody else can recover? Yes, the original Femme Nikita on what the heck was that? I can't remember this channel it was on, but Time Tunnel 1960s was good. All right, Mama Z. She's doing chicken and dumplings. Oh, everybody's running away, Gil.
Oh, no.
Heaven's leaving. She's going to get dinner. Oh, she said she'll be back in a few. Okay.
Well, let's see. It would have been Karen Allen, who was also in a Superman movie, as Marion Ravenloft? No.
You know, all this time I've been sitting here thinking, man, I just wish I had me a bowl of popcorn. Now I got the munchies.
Ravenwood.
Hmm.
But who was actually the best character in that movie?
Heaven says, hold on. Heaven says, I'll be back. Oh, wait, wrong way. This way. I'll be back. There.
Yeah.
Sorry. I went the wrong direction.
All right. The best character in that movie was John Rhys Davies as the Saleh, the best digger in Egypt. And he also reprised his role in the Final Crusade too.
Gladiator.
All right. Now let's switch gears here, guys. We've done enough. We've done games. We've done board games, card games. We've done TV shows and movies and stuff. Favorite book or book series? Oh. All right. Favorite fiction book or book series? Because everybody should have that as their favorite book, period.
I don't have one. All the books I like are about facts. The Bible and the encyclopedias. Other than that, I don't care. I mean, I mind you, I've got a lot of books. Well, they're not back there now, but I do have a lot of books, but they're not favorites. Unintended consequences. I do have a book from my youth that I remember.
Ooh, the Destroyer series.
Utopia. You might want to look that one up because it's really old.
Utopia?
Mm-hmm.
All right, how do you spell Utopia?
I don't know. English was not my favorite. It was in school. Math was.
Robinson Crusoe. Jay, how did you like the movie they made from The Destroyer? There's Utopia. Okay, let me look it up. Okay.
Two-eyed family. See, some people in here actually have brains. We're just the brawn.
Utopia, that was a book, right? You're saying? Yeah.
Early to mid 70s, if I'm not mistaken.
Utopia book series. This is an older one. This is back in the 1500s.
Oh no, I don't think I was that old. No, actually, I know what you're referring to as far as that goes, Tibor. I know what that's about. I mean, I have read a very diverse amount of books in my life, but I just don't consider any of them favorites.
By Thomas More.
Could be it. Yeah, I think so. Mind you, guys, I was like 9 years old when I read it because it was required reading in my class at school.
Oh, the trilogies, the Utopia in Urban Utopia. No, that's Urban Utopia in France. Is that
it was just one book? There was no series to it.
All right, hang on. Let me bring this up here. This is what I'm getting here. Let me enlarge a little bit for you.
Yeah, I don't see the cover. Wait a minute. That middle one right there, right underneath that one.
That one, the Modern Utopia.
Might be it. It was a strange book. It talked about how the world was seeking a utopian society, and that they finally achieved it, and how it went backwards really quickly. I honestly don't remember the cover, but that kind of might not be it. I don't remember.
Sure. All right. Anyways.
Sorry for the rabbit.
The Executioner series is very entertaining. Yeah. the question I asked back of Jay was, yes, the one with Fred Ward. And nobody knows what it is. I know what it is. Jay probably knows what that movie is. It's called Remo Williams, The Adventure Begins. And the female major or colonel in it went on to become Captain Janeway on a Voyager.
Mm-hmm. Mac Bolan, Phoenix Force, Able Team.
Conan the Barbarian series books. Hey, you're going to go Conan Barbarian, you got to go with Tarzan too, and the ones with John Carter.
Xena, Warrior Princess. Wow,
trying to get me in trouble with my wife again, aren't you?
No. Hey, what happened between you two is irrelevant at this point in this discussion. We are discussing shows and movies and books and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that was actually started from a book series. That's what they came up with a TV series for.
Yeah. I've seen every episode of Xena. So I've seen every episode of that. I've also ever seen every episode of the Hercules. It was a spinoff from. Yeah. John Carter of Mars. Yes, a very good series.
Sky.
Now, who wrote John Carter of Mars?
Wasn't it John Carter?
Very famous author.
Time's up. We'll be here all night.
I'll give you a slight hint. He also wrote Tarzan. Jay got it. And several other books. Very good author. Very good bunch of books.
Another thing that was required reading when I was a kid in school was by a gentleman. And one of his books talked about sounds in the wall. Name the author.
Sounds in the walls. Having a tough time with that one.
Really? I figured somebody with your caliber of knowledge would remember Edgar Allan Poe with no problem.
I didn't read much Edgar Allan Poe. Now, I read a lot of Edgar Rice Burroughs, the Barsoom series, Tarzan series, Venus series, Moon series, Jungle Adventure series, a bunch of his Western novels and stuff, because my grandmother had a whole slew of them. And as a teenager, when I went to visit her, that's what I read at night.
Wide Family got the author, and Jay got the little novelle.
Yeah. Now,
she says she's a huge Power fan of crows tattooed on her chest. Say what? I'm kidding. I know what you meant. Brave New World, Louis L'Amour.
Louis L'Amour, a lot of good books. She also, my grandmother had a bunch of his books as well. Okay, images.
You notice, Tibor, we didn't mention that name. It's okay, Wide Family. Jules Verne, Journey to the Center of the Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, remember, folks, Wide Family has a damaged thumb. She wasn't smart. She didn't follow Julie's advice and use a machete for her buttering and cutting. She decided to use Dexter's bread knife to get it done, and well, she slipped.
Yeah. Well, back before I met my wife, when I was in the police academy, one of the guys that introduced me to an author, Jerry Ahern, and his series of books, The Survivalist. Very good. In fact, I even have it on the audiobook as well. And then shortly after I started reading his books, I came across another author, William J. Johnstone, who had the Ashes series, another set of good books, of which I have just about all but the last 3 because I couldn't find them in print anymore. But those are my 2 favorite. Those were my 2 favorite books series back for the last 30 years until the modern age, where I started getting stuff off of Amazon for my Kindle. And Thomas A. Watson has some good books I like. Forgotten Forbidden America, and Dark Titan series.
Something else y'all may want to consider is audiobooks.
Yeah, Johnston wrote a lot of Westerns too. Yeah, go ahead. Audiobooks, go ahead.
I was just going to say Mac Bolan, Phoenix Force Able Team are also on audiobook, as another one that my son likes really well that I have on audiobook. It's called Dark Angel. It is in a Mac Bolan style theme where she is you go listen to it. You'll enjoy it. And the audiobooks are about maybe 10 hours long. There are full books, and it's multiple people reading. It's just not one person reading the whole book. There are multiple actors.
Basically, they're acting it out like a radio show.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I liked about the ones that I got for the Survivalists. There's a movie out. My youngest son, he's 20, got it. He likes it, but it was originally done as a graphic novel and then as a comic book. Battle Angel. What's it? Shoot.
Atella, or I can't say it right.
Alita Battle Angel.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's something to look back up and look up is that you can find some of the print of that. But here's one for you. I just lost the movie. They just did an animated version of Astro Boy. The Astro Boy stuff from back in before I was back little.
Do you know how crazy it is to try and watch 3 different screens of us being up here with about a 3-second delay between the first and second and an 8-second delay between those two and the third?
Close, yeah, because I got stuff going on too.
I start doing this kind of stuff.
No Blade of Grass, the book. No Blade of Grass. Let's check it out.
Who's confusing you, Wide? Not me. I didn't know such a thing.
Book. Okay.
I was an innocent little angel.
No Blade of Grass book. It's coming up with Death of Glass. No Blade of Grass. John, Amazon Books. Okay, so let's see what it pops up here. Tom Clancy books. Yes, very good books.
Fishes in Loaf, she was trying to cut something with a bread knife. And she went, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Well, at least you're not up here trying to monitor 3 different screens.
Okay, that looks
I'm surprised one book has not been brought up yet. And I'm actually surprised considering some of the people that are in here. Not all of you. The Anarchist Cookbook. I figured that would have been mentioned by now.
Which one?
The Anarchist Cookbook.
I wasn't going to mention that I got 2 copies of that, plus the entire series of the CIA Black Books from the 70s.
Daggone it, share it.
However, in reading the Anarchist Cookbook, I found it was put together similar to with some of the stuff the way the MacGyver TV series was put together. Something is missing.
You noticed that too, huh?
Yep.
I thought I was the only one. I thought I was having a conspiracy theory moment.
No, I found out why. So it wouldn't have gotten classified because it's missing stuff, and therefore, the powers that would classify go, oh, it's missing stuff. Go ahead, put it out there. They're going to blow themselves up.
Is that the book you read while you're on the toilet? No, I actually have a bathroom humor book. It's about that thick. And the name of it is Bathroom Humor. It's not a book I would publicly buy at a store, but if I could find it on Amazon or eBay, then it might be a possibility, but I wouldn't buy it in a public store. You'd be surprised at the looks people will give you because they think it's something other than what it is. And to a degree, they may be partially right. Atlas Shrugged.
Yeah.
The Far Side Collection.
Yes.
The Pale Horse.
Okay, and here we go. So this is the Anarchist Cookbook. And yes, there is stuff in all the stuff it shows how to do inside there. There's stuff missing.
Yeah, the stuff that's missing would keep you alive if you tried most of it.
Yeah, and some of the stuff, if you did it, because it's missing steps are important, notes are missing. It has a tendency to backfire on people.
And just as a simple side note, if you buy that book and get caught doing anything in that book, guess what it is? A Class 1 felony.
Mm-hmm.
Our government doesn't like you competing with them.
White family, they already know I have all those. I registered those so I could keep them when I went to work for DHS.
I can neither confirm nor deny knowledge of said existence of said book. He was on the list before they made the list. He's that old.
I am the list.
That's why they made the list. They had to make room. Dang, this guy's got all this stuff we need. Oh, darn it, we need more paper. Let's make a list.
All right, believe it or not, the Anarchist Cookbook, you can get it for 20. Geez, a bunch of places here, ranging from $25.77 to $17.58, $41.51. Premium original copies, 25 copies of it, all 25 for $349.
That's not a steal.
Those are collector's editions.
Well, then maybe it is. You could probably, if it's an actual true collector's edition, and they're in mint shape, you could probably sell them for around $70 a piece.
Mm-hmm.
Because then you could make some money if there's anybody buying.
Yeah. Well, here's one of the for $77.50. So there's a bunch of places selling it. eBay has a bunch of them on it too.
Mm-hmm.
So. Yeah, see, thriftbooks.com, highseasbooks.com, bulk bookstore, acebooks.com, ebooks.com, acebooks, Janice Book, eBay.
Okay, just for those wondering, maybe you ought to buy that book. I don't recommend it. It's really not worth it. It does have
It's not, no.
It has some bits and pieces of good ideas. Those bits and pieces that are missing will kill you.
Yeah.
Because they leave out very key important steps. Now, if you could get a hold of the book that he originally wrote, the very first copy before it went to an editor, you would have something then. Because he didn't leave anything out. When it went to the editor said no. Because there was a little at their door.
Yeah, yeah. But anyways, let's get back on some good books here.
Dr. Bones and Nurse Amy's.
Yes.
Medical book, 3rd generation.
And the antibiotics and whatever it's called. Shoot. Let me bring it up here, folks. Amazon. Joseph, Alton, Alton, MD. The antibiotics and infectious diseases. Yeah. Those are two. And then there's a third one out there, which was on the
the death of grass is what
Ebola. There's the Ebola survival handbook and the survival medicine handbook. Different than there's two different types of the survival medicine handbook.
Did you see what Al said?
What was that?
Al said he did a typo. Is the death of grass.
Oh, the death of grass. Actually, when I was looking at it there, no blade of grass, and also came up with the death of grass too in the search originally. It showed up with off on the side here by John Christopher. Actually, he wrote all of them. He wrote no blade of grass, death of grass, and several other grass ones that were in there. When I did images, there are several of them here that he wrote. So yeah, so there's several of them all linked together here that he wrote. And I clicked on them to check it out.
Yep, old science textbooks are good too.
Yeah, a virus of doom envelops the earth. No blade of grass.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, go back to 1971. What was the big, scary movie of 1971?
Asteroid.
That was science fiction, based on a little bit on fact.
The Blob.
No, that was way early.
Yes, I'm being facetious, folks. Soylent Green?
Close.
Jay threw that in there. I knew you weren't looking. That's why I said it.
Yeah. I'll give you a hint. Arthur Hill was in there, and James Olsen was in there, and David Wayne was in there, and Kate Reed was in there.
Fishes and loaves. That's why I can't stand those things. The Andromeda strain.
The Andromeda strain, yes.
Congratulations to Breasthard.
Yeah.
Did you see
that?
What?
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
That's why I don't like.
Oh, did you see the sequel to that?
No.
The Attack of the Killer Fried Green Tomatoes.
Hey, leave my fried green tomatoes alone.
Boom, boom, boom.
I actually like fried green tomatoes because my mom did it perfect. I personally cannot replicate the way my mom did it because she didn't. My mom stored the recipe in her brain, and I couldn't extract it. But when she passed away, they wouldn't let me do it. They said it was kind of creepy.
Yeah. All right. Have we come up with enough stuff to keep everybody busy and happy, or not happy, but distracted so you don't stress out? Here's the one thing we haven't talked about, guys, and please don't yell at me because I saved it for the last. Yoga, meditation, exercise.
This body does not put itself into yoga positions. If I do, and I know a few, I do not get back up off the floor. I have to call EMTs to come pick me up and straighten me back out. Now, I know the EMTs in the area, a few of them. I'm not going to call them, hey, guys, I tried doing yoga and I'm stuck. Can you come help me?
Fried greens, tomatoes are real. Just check with Southern Blessed, Homestead, Stringfield Ridge. They were all talking about it last week on one of the lives. They're all talking about ways to do fried green tomatoes. Killer clowns from outer space.
Hey, fishes and loaves, look back to your youth and look at today. Seems pretty scary truth.
Oh, Jay, you just gave me a great series of movies.
Oh no.
Doon, 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 doon. Doon, 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 doon. Doon, 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 doon. We need a bigger boat.
Sorry, folks, for the bad acting.
But the other thing that didn't get mentioned, and I don't think it got mentioned even when I was gone, something else to keep you, those of you that can do it, gardening, work in your garden. That's what Howie's doing. That's what most of the homesteaders are doing. That's what I'm trying to do. I spent several hours today out there on the tractor, which I got to do some editing of the film of the footage I shot.
Yes, if you want to learn future events, go back and watch The Simpsons. They predicted a lot of crap. Piranha, the series, yes. There's more than just one.
Yeah, that's right up there with Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees. I was planting taters.
What's up, prepper?
Hey, we're just going down. You missed a really bunch of great ideas on things to do to keep your sanity and keep your stress level down and keep you from. Oh man, Uncle Al, you had to name that one. I love that series. But how to keep things. We've gone through board games, card games, all sorts of movies, TV shows, every time, tons and tons of movies. And we just started getting into books.
Yes. Now I remember the movie I was trying to think of earlier. Al brings up a movie, but it's not the movie I'm thinking of. Name the movie. Lightning strikes tree. Something crawls out from under a tree and eats people.
Lightning strikes.
Yeah, I
Jeez.
gave very little information. Let's give you one hint. The item that eats people, you put on a hook and you fish.
So worms come up and eat people.
After lightning strikes a tree.
I'm not sure of the movie.
Keyword is yet there, Urban, but we'll leave it at that. I honestly don't remember the name myself, but I can remember the image of the video cover. And we're talking, it was VHS or beta. It's that long.
Squirm?
That might have been it.
Oh, let me take a look.
Yeah,
See here for
Googling
Squirm.
right now, Fish. SQUIRM.
1976 movie.
Should have a picture of pretty much kind of an orangish background, yellowish orange. Make bigger, me no see little teeny things with these weak eyes.
Okay, hang on. Okay, this was the.
It's not the box art I remember, but it's similar premise.
Yeah, there's all the worms and the guy going down into all the worms there.
There's all kinds of. What is beta? There are all kinds of bug movies.
Oh, yeah.
There are ones with cockroaches that can start fires.
Arachnophobia.
There is.
Here you go, Uncle Al. There you go, Uncle Al.
A frog, yes. Or old B movies where people go to an island and the ants eat them.
Yeah.
Dum, 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 dum.
Oh, there's the ones in the desert called Them that had the ants that came out and the with James Arness and not Woodmark, the other guy, but yeah. But hey, here's another Fred Ward movie, the original Tremors.
Mm-hmm. Tibor mentioned one. Vincent Price. If you scream, you die.
Ah, yeah. Old Vincent Price, the pendulum, Pit and the Pendulum.
Mm-hmm. Which is Edgar Allan Poe.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. You guys just get through a whole nother. You mentioning, making me say that Vincent Price threw in a movie that had there was a series of movies had guest shots at the end using Vincent Price, Boris Karloff. I can't remember who the other one was.
Bela Lugosi.
It might have been Bela Lugosi, but
if it's what I think you're thinking it is, yes.
It's not. It wasn't horror movies. It was comedy, good feel movies. So, can anybody guess what those series of movies were? I bet you can't guess unless you got a warped mind like Dave and I.
Hey, don't put me involved in that.
You're laughing. You got to know what it is.
I can neither confirm nor deny said knowledge of equipment and items that you're referring to.
Anybody got an idea of what it is?
Well, Fisher said she has a hard enough time with tomato worms and can't imagine one's as big as trains. Tremors is what she's
Tremors, yeah. Tremors is, yeah.
Jesus.
Okay.
Faces of Death, them.
Arsenic Lights, no. All right. The movies I'm talking about, I'll give you a hint, had one of the characters in it was called Bonehead. Another one was called Cindy. And Cindy would shake her frilly dress and send guys flying across the room.
Oh, that just reminded me of another group of movies. And I'm gonna throw you off on a rabbit trail here.
Fortunately, I got the movies up here ready to show everybody. Everybody can guess even one of them.
Okay, how about The Puppet Master? Anybody remember that one series? I've never heard of the 100.
Oh, the 100 TV show. Yes, my boys love it. They've recorded it, and just about every one of them. But I'll give you a hint to the movies I was talking about. This is one of the characters. Oh, Uncle Al got it. But let me show you one of the characters. One of the characters was Eric Von Zipper, but the movies were The Beach Party, Beach Blanket Bingo, How to Stuff a Wild Bikini. Yeah. And the end of it in Don Rickles' shop, his establishment there, the one guy that had a straw hat down all the time and they were waiting for him to speak and say what the word was, lifted his head up at the end. It was Vincent Price. And he said the word. And another one, person walked in was Boris Karloff, and he goes, I'll have to tell Vincent Price about this place. But yeah. Pumpkinhead. Oh, there's that one. Yeah, the 100 TV series I thought went a little weird, but hey, it's still good.
Tibor, it's Annette Flamicello.
Yeah, from the Mickey Mouse Club.
Yep.
And that's why she had to wear such a covering bikini in it, because that's the only way that Disney would let her do the movies, because he still had the contract on her services.
And do not sing that. I will find some way to mute you.
Sing which one?
The Mickey Mouse show stuff.
No.
Thank you.
No, I wouldn't sing that. No, I might sing Eric Von Zipper's song.
No. Highlander TV series. Yes. Let's talk about Highlander.
How about the movie series?
That was okay. I actually had, up until I moved into this apartment, I actually had 3 of the movies. They disappeared somehow. I don't know where they went.
Out in the shop in my boxes of VHS tapes, I have a copy of the Highlander, the movie, that was the European release, which is 15 minutes longer than the American release one. Vincent Price, Last Man on Earth, followed by the Omega Man, followed by I Am Legend or Legend. What?
Fishes in Love.
All you had to say was don't sing it.
I knew that would work. It's called reverse psychology. Never forget you're playing with somebody up here that has half a brain. That's all too.
There is another version of that song, don't you know?
There is.
Mickey Mouse.
Lincoln Logs or Legos? I remember it was when I was a kid. I can't think of the name of it. Oh my gosh.
Yes, there can only be one, and I have that stored out in my safe. But Lincoln Logs, I remember playing Lincoln Logs, and then we finally got Legos.
Gil, remember when you were younger? Because you're a slight bit older than me, so I can say this, and you should remember it. Never mind. I remember now. The Erector set.
Oh yeah, Erector sets. They still make them, and actually, when my boys were pre-teens, we got them each one.
Now, do you remember the bridge one that they built or they sold? And I can't remember which bridge it was, if it was Mackinac Bridge or the San Francisco Bridge. It was one of those 2 bridges. They made an erector set of that bridge. And it came with little cranes to go on the side of it so you could build it with the cranes and everything. That's what my dad bought me at 5 years old. By the time my birthday was over and halfway through the next day of the month, I had it completely built.
I'm sorry. Jay just fired off the best thing yet about Legos. Toss them on the floor. Ow! Ow!
Jay's other one, I remember, The Fly.
Help me! Help me!
Yep.
Oh, The Incredible Shrinking Man.
Mm-hmm.
But I like Urban Preppers, The Dirty Dozen.
Mm-hmm.
Along with Dirty Dozen, that brings up the Iger Sanction. The Eagle Has Landed. Force 10 from Navarone. Guns of Navarone.
Yep. I've actually seen there's a YouTube channel out there that goes and visits old German war encampments. And he goes up to where some of the ones that are still in pristine shape are. And it is interesting. I just don't care for his commentary on it because he acts like he idolizes the Third Reich. So I never subscribed to him, but I have watched a couple of the videos where he goes to some of the cannon emplacements and some of the dugouts that they built.
Mm-hmm.
And we're talking some pretty ingenious engineering back then.
Okay, since someone said Jeff Goldblum, I got to list 2 movies specifically with Jeff Goldblum in it. One, a real early one where he had a bit part in it, but became part of the ensemble. Had the actor that played the original RoboCop in it as the lead character, called Buckaroo's Banzai. Mm-hmm. And then the other one was a Western where he wound up playing being one of the semi bad guy and got killed.
Yep, he also did the remake of The Fly.
Silverado. With a young Kevin Costner, and I guess can't. Let me bring these guys up here big.
Yep, Bridge Over River Kwai.
Can't remember their names now. Kevin Costner. Jeez. All right, guys, names. He did wind up being with the opposite Mel Gibson in Lethal Weapon. He played Artemis Gordon in the remake of Wild Wild West. Jeez.
Cat's eating. She says she don't care.
Brian Denny, he was a bad guy. Glenn Scott. Yeah, Glenn Scott. I can't remember. Danny Glover. Yep. Now it just leaves out. Linda Pearl was in it. Yep. I can't remember his name now. He did. He did the. He's done a lot. He's done some really good stage stuff too. He's a stage actor. Shoot, I'm drawing a blank on his name.
So while you think of that, I'm going to throw a real big squirrel. Hey, guess what, y'all? Y'all going to be getting
Kevin Kline.
Yep.
I saw the list of names on it. Yeah, so you had all the others.
As you said it, so.
Linda Hunt.
So here's an interesting discussion. Well, we're all about to get a check. What do you plan on doing with that to either A, up your preps, or B, keep yourself sane, which would include upping your preps?
Let my wife have it to pay off my credit card bill.
That would be spend it again. I actually have been doing some research. I have made arrangements, and hopefully when these come in, if they come in time, I'm going to be getting another 6 months of survival food in MRE fashion. And I've kind of gotten a decent price. We'll see what that happens.
Yeah, unfortunately, that TV show got chopped. I liked it. It was going places, but somebody in the network didn't like it, and it had a good following. It was starting to go somewhere.
David Carradine, right?
David Carradine, yeah.
Do you know
has his son in it? Huh?
Do you know who the original actor was? The story was actually written for.
Yeah, he wrote the story. Bruce Lee.
Exactly.
He wrote the original script.
Yep. But the people who thought they knew everything said, "Oh, we can't put a Chinese person on TV as a lead character in this day and age. That would be so taboo." Yeah. Fortunate, I don't have to worry about that. I can
Actually, it's not that I can hold the money. The money will be sent to the California residents because that's where my 2018 and 19 taxes were filed from. And so, yeah.
Yeah, see,
I won't even see it. So
I can go buy a food, a pew pew, or 2 or 3. No, just one. One.
well, it depends what brand you get. If you get the High Point, you can get a couple of those.
If I go High Point, I can get like 8 of them and still have money left over.
Yeah. Well,
the High Point pistols, the C9, which is reliable, even though it's a brick and looks ugly as hell, and but it is functional and it does work. They sell them used around here for like $80. So I could buy like 10 of them, but yeah, provided there's any available at that time there, Urban. Now, I will say places like ammo.com, Cabela's, no, not Cabela's, but Creedmoor are actually getting stock back in, but they're limited to the amount they can ship per day. So if you've ordered some, it will be coming. Now, see, I've had a 995 TS, and I'll tell you something. I put over 1,000 rounds through it, never cleaned it once, and I used steel-cased ammo half the time for a reason. It never jammed once, unless I used one of them stupid oddball red ball magazines. No, it wasn't red ball. Who was it? It was one of the other companies that was making magazines for it, extended mags, and they didn't work no matter what you did. I tried every possible fix. As long as I used a stock mag for it, it never fouled up, it never jammed, it never hiccuped.
Let's do it this way here. Fishes and loaves. If you're going to get a pistol and you want something that's never going to jam on you, you don't care if it looks like a
piece of food.
If it's not really pretty and fancy.
Well, I have another suggestion.
The High Point 9mm or the 380. There's the FFTB did a review on it, and he was going to crap all over it. He hates it. Put it in there, and he was impressed. He goes, "This thing shoots better than guns 10 times the cost."
One is SCCY. It's pronounced Sky. The Sky 9mm is also a very budget-friendly, excellent first weapon. The trigger's a little gritty, but if you get used to that trigger, then anything else you ever get will feel like butter.
In fact, here's the review he did on it right here. TFB TV, where he threw it in the mud, picked it up, and fired, and it fired flawlessly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then he did the same thing for that rifle I was showing you, the 1095. He says, you guys, it's going in the mud again," and he threw it out into the creek and drug it through the mud, and it fired flawlessly. He says they're built like Russian tanks. They go on forever. They're ugly, but if you want something that's never going to fail, that's the gun to get. And he goes, well, I get one? No, because I'm a gun snob.
The Bursa 9mm are awesome. I had a Bursa 9 Thunder, and it was beautiful. Type in FX9.
Second here. We take it back here to all and type in what?
FX9.
FX9. Okay.
I do believe.
You hit the. Is that it?
Mm-hmm. PCC, short barrel, 8-inch or 4-inch. They also make a 16-inch version.
Yeah,
They
they got
retail
they got them all here. You got the
yeah.
short version, the medium version, the long version.
Mm-hmm. They retail for about 600.
Yeah.
Considering that's all I have right now is 9mm. That is my option right at the moment, and I found one local.
There's a short barreled version, and here's even a shorter barrel version.
They have a 4-inch, 8-inch, and 16-inch.
Yeah. So there's your 4-inch. There's your 8-inch. There's your 16-inch.
Yep. I'm also looking at a short barreled 300 blackout. Same price. But with the 300 blackout comes getting new magazines, and the thing I like about the FX9 is it takes Glock mags. Dime a dozen.
Okay, budget friendly Bursa 9 or 380, Bursa 9 about 250 new. Efficient pervert. I'm just reading back here now, catching up. Revolvers are good to have. Wife's 380 is accurate, runs like a sewing machine. That's from Tibor. Yep. Wife family's 357. Yes, I got a big. Hey, I took the pistol competition. I tied for first place for number of points, but the sub points they divided out. The 10 point they split the ring on the 10 point, and I lost by half a point. And I took second. Was with a 357 Smith and Wesson, 8 and 3/8 inch barrel. Let's see, decent gun for 350 range.
Sig 2 or CZ79Bs and the CZ79B clones are also very comfortable.
Yeah,
which I have one. Sorry.
One that's nice is multi-versal for a semi-auto, but it's expensive because it's a Glock. It's a Glock 29. It's chambered for 10 mil, but you can also fire the Smith & Wesson 40 out of it because the magazines are made to handle both. So it feeds without jamming.
Say hi, everybody.
Hey, Titan.
Hi. Yes, I took it off.
But let me see if I can find the other one. Calico. Let's see. Calico M100. Okay, here we go. This is one that is so cool. This is the Calico M100. It has the magazine is on top. It's an octagonal feed. It's basically it goes in. It goes around in a circle in it, and it's spring fed, so you can put 100 rounds in it. In the rifle one, the pistol version, you put either the 100 round magazine on it, or you can get the shorter 50 round magazine for the pistols. AJ. Then they made the 9mm version of it.
AJ, a Dremel tool takes care of that grip if you're very careful.
Yeah.
Wide family, you know what? A 22, if that's all you got, is perfect for protection. Because you know what most assassins use? Ding, ding, ding.
22. The thing is, I can't show it on my live here. But I have got a revolver from Cabela's. It came with 2 cylinders, one for 22, one for 22 Magnums. And it is actually, I got 2 of them because they were cheap at the time, and they have not jammed on me. They're flawless. They're great. And I also have, but I can show you the ammunition I got for it. Hang on a second.
Julie, welcome back. We're talking about your not so favorite subject.
Okay. So got the 22 mags for it, and then I got the special load for it. The 22 mag shot shells from CCI. So basically, it's like a little shotgun shell for the 22 Magnum.
See, reverse psychology at it again. She decided she loves pew-pews. See, reverse psychology works every single time.
Yeah. Hey, Dave, on this, the 9mm, instead of ejecting out the side, ejected down straight. And unfortunately, they made the 9mm in a selectifier for police. So you had it for a 3-shot burst or full auto. But they made several of them in 45 long Colt as prototypes. And if you get hold of one of those, man, that's like a Thompson machine gun, except it was semi-auto.
Depends. You've all seen that little mini gap attachment that goes to an AR, like on Jerry Micklet. Yeah, he's wow, full 30 rounds gone in a second. Well, it's a little over a second, but not much.
Oh, you'll love this. There is a kit to take 2 Ruger 1022s, and they're set to mount one upside down next to each other, and it has a hand crank on it. And so you put the 250 round mags on it.
I just had her up there, Heavens. Hold on. Come here, Titan. One more time. One more time. Heavens wants to say hi. She's looking at the monitor on the right here saying, I see me again. Dang it.
Mew mew for the pew pew. Whoa, we're coming on 2.5 hours. Ooh. So actually, I'm not sure if any of the gun ranges are going to be open, because they usually have a good 6-foot spacing at gun ranges, if not 10-foot spacing.
Not mine. Mine are 2 feet apart.
No.
And I have no way to get to mine anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Well, Julie, you did sit there and enjoy a family meal, so what can I say? We're sitting here starving to death, and you went and ate.
Yeah. Well, actually, we stuck around half hour longer than normal. But let's see. We did cover while you were gone. We covered a whole bunch of cool movies. We covered a bunch of books, some good ones, some old ones. Edgar Rice Burroughs and stuff, and William J. Johnstone's, and the Destroyer series.
Talked about Edgar Poe.
And Edgar Poe. And then we started getting some other movies and talk about mentioned gardening for a minute or two, getting out and doing gardening. She's doing canning tomorrow.
What you making me? Well, actually, it won't be going to me. It'll go to Charles. Considering I was told that I don't feed him enough, so anything I get now goes to him, and I'll eat half of the other day. I'm good. I got a little extra here in the middle, so I should survive a couple extra weeks.
Yeah. She was busy planting today. I was working out in the garden too with the tractor. She's going to be canning tomorrow and be switching the implements up on the tractor and go try doing some more work in the garden.
Dang, Julie, that ain't no fair. Now I want some cornbread and some soup. Dang it.
Ooh, ham and bean soup. That's close to, I got bean and bacon here I can have. Actually, I may fire up a can of that.
You're fired, Julie. Don't worry, I'll put you back to work tomorrow. Just for now, you're fired.
Yeah. So hopefully
eating chips. Bite-sized chips.
Yeah, tomorrow's supposed to be, I'm supposed to have Sherry Kay on it tomorrow at 5 o'clock Mountain on the Survival Saturday. But she supposedly Bobby McNett said that she sent me emails, but they haven't showed up in my box. So I'm wondering if she somehow typed the email in wrong and it's going off in the Never Land. She was supposed to send me an email so I could send her the link. And she was going to talk about keto diet tomorrow. So if anybody here is good on keto diet, and
obviously I got a big midsection, I'm good on it.
Yeah, or know about it and talk about it. Otherwise, we may be winging it with something else non-Red Dragon tomorrow.
Yeah, see, I have a slight eating disorder. It's called seafood. I see it, I eat it.
I'm not quite so bad. It has to be a specific type of food I see.
You too, D-War. You too.
All right. And so, yeah, so tomorrow is going to be keto diet, hopefully. Otherwise, what else can I change it up and bring something up from elsewhere? I'm going to bring up a backup here. Hey, Julie, do you have a camera where you can do video or hop on a live here and commune with us here and talk about your canning and show us your canning and soap and that stuff?
Soap would be a good topic as well.
And the essential oils.
Yes. Because that's something Gil and I have discussed in the past, but neither one of us are all that
knowledgeable
subject.
In case it goes tomorrow. She's laughing at us.
On the floor,
or she's laughing about portion control.
$1.54 in Carthage. What's $1.54? I miss.
Gas, I bet. Yeah, I've seen several things gas down really cheap. You know, that's something else I got to do early in the morning. I got to go get more gas for my tractor.
We don't care if your she shed is a mess.
Why do you think I hang a sheet up here? You want to see what's on the other side?
I cleaned my table off after 2 weeks. Come on, give me a break. I cannot stand his commercials.
Whose?
Dr. Squatch.
Oh, I hate that. Oh man, I can't. I'm just my thing's hanging over it. You know, cancel. And now he's showing up on Facebook.
Julie, let it go. Absorb the flow and just let it release.
Julie, have you seen Will's house at times?
It can't be as bad as some of the other places that are on YouTube that have hundreds of thousands of subscribers.
Yeah.
We all do a fairly decent job of, at least looking at lived in.
I'm backed up to a wall of my computer. Hey, at least you can put something up on the wall, American flag or a bunch of all your soaps and stuff behind you.
That was a different person that said that.
It's okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, right. Anyways.
Keep trying, Julie. Keep trying. We all know denial is not just a river in Egypt. But you're among family. And if I catch anybody in here judging, you will get banned immediately.
Not you, Julie, them. And I don't think anybody in here would judge. All right.
Okay. Heavy ban hammer. I just haven't had to use it.
All righty, folks. We're going to go ahead and end this now. And hopefully see everybody tomorrow, 5 o'clock Mountain Time. That's 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, 6 Central. Hey, I got it right. And
I will start pinging you on Discord every hour, on the hour, for the next 24 hours if I have to.
That river is in my backyard.
I'm kidding. I would not do that.
And that behind me, Julie, I have pies everywhere. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. And so everybody stay happy, stay safe, and we will see you tomorrow.
Good night, folks.
Woo-hoo.